Wherever you are. Thank you for joining us at Enlightened World Network. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Teri Angel. Good morning, Teri.
Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, everyone.
We bring you a guided meditation every day of the year. And on Wednesdays, we bring meditation excavation, which means we just go into meditation. We invite you to join us. We have no idea where it's going. So Wednesdays are always interesting, but there's always a message from Spirit. So Teri, you ready?
I am so ready for this.
Okay, well, friends, just make yourself comfortable wherever you're sitting. We're going to slow down our breathing. Just feel yourself supported by your chair. Or if you're sitting on the floor, just feel that you are supported. And let's go ahead, take a slow, deep breath. We're going to send it into our root chakra at the base of our spine. We're going to just ground ourselves here for a moment. And as you take that breath, just imagine that roots are growing from your root chakra, going down the legs of your chair or down your legs and your feet, going all the way down into the heart of the earth. So watch as those roots grow. And as they're going down, they're also going sideways, just really getting yourself grounded. And I am seeing a huge swath of emerald green, which takes us to our heart chakra and also invites in Archangel Raphael. I think he's going to be huge with us today. Let's go to that heart center. Just take a deep breath in and let's just clear it out. I think we're staying there today, Teri.
I think so.
So just prepare it to be there. If it needs the floor swept, sweep the floor. If you need to bring in a new piece of furniture, bring it in. If you need to change the pictures on the wall, go ahead and do that. We're all using our imagination and our intuition. Just take notice what changes are taking place in that heart center today. We have a family event today, and it's interesting because as I'm watching in my heart chakra, all of a sudden photos of all of the loved ones that we've loved and lost are showing up on the walls. So Teri, while we're working in our heart chakra, would you please invite in the spiritual divinity?
Absolutely. We've already called in Archangel Raphael, which is where I normally start when I ask the archangels to surround us with love and light. We want to also call in Archangel Michael, holding this as a sacred space for us to do this heart work. Archangel Gabriel, we're invoking the energy of clarity, the energy of compassion, a deeper understanding of who we are, and calling on Archangel Uriel to help us ground As Ruth had us envision our roots going deep into the earth, spreading out in all directions, we ask Uriel to help guide us to the very core of our planet, right to that crystalline center where we can all just relax into that nurturing, recharging energy. And let's focus now on Source, our Creator. I choose to call it God. You can call whatever name you want or no name. Just enjoy that energy that comes in with warmth and unconditional love. We call on Divine Mother to nurture us, to hold us, to help us through whatever process we're going through on this day. And we invite all to connect in with Christ consciousness, asking Master Jesus to be present with us all. Any of your ancestors, your loved ones, the masters that have taught us so much on this earth plane, we invite all of that energy to come forth. And I want to especially call on the Master Kuan Yin, who comes in with compassion, filling our hearts completely with love, empathy, and then joy and peace. So just take your moment to expand your heart with all of this energy that just came forth. They're here for every one of us. So as you open your heart, just know that it's okay. This is a safe space to do that. And maybe you're feeling raw today. Maybe you're feeling a little hurt, a little anger, an energy of not understanding things that happen in our world. But it's okay to go there. It's okay to call on the help that's available to us to help us understand why we're here, what we're here for, what our purpose is. And Kuan Yin tells us that our purpose is to love. Love is the energy that heals. So we invite you to take that healing in today as we go further into this excavation. Let's take your moment and see if your heart will open just a little bit more. See if it will expand out and you'll let the door open so that spirit can come in.
Thank you, Teri.
Kuan Yin's already been very present today, reminding us to just be gentle with ourselves.
So, Teri, what I'm noticing, I'm feeling a bit of a physical reaction happening. Well, not only clearing of my throat chakra, but also I've been doing a lot of physical work. And so my back has been kind of acting up. And as you were inviting them in, I was feeling my back being pulled in a particular direction, like almost to help right what's going on in my back right now. So that it was just interesting. I had to remind myself to just let go and let it happen.
Mm-hmm. That is the key. Not trying to control anything, but just allowing.
So, Teri, they keep drawing my attention to this thing in the center of the room, and it's sparkling silver. And it's a good size. And I think everybody gets a special one today. I don't think it's the same thing for any one person. So I think it's whatever you are needing or you are desiring. So I'm walking around The one in my room. Okay, I get that. So as I was walking around it, it got larger. And then I went to open it and I'm staring at my dear friend Linda Dirks. Inside it is like a gift of someone that I have loved and lost. And she's right there.
Yes, she is. I fully believe those loved ones who have gone before us into spirit help us whenever we find ourselves grieving again, whenever we find ourselves faced with things that we don't understand, that we don't comprehend. And I believe that they are showing us a glimpse of what's on that other side. I think that's why it's so sparkly, Ruth, because when I envision and connect in with the other side of the veil, that spirit realm, I see sparkles, I see movement. There's no stagnancy, there's no void. It's all alive with energy. And I think that's what our loved ones in spirit do for us. They help us to understand more fully that everything is energy. And that when a body leaves the earth, the energy of it is still alive. It's still very alive and very potent. And your chime's confirming.
Yeah. Well, then when we go into that place of meditation, to that space in the ethereal realm, then we can be with them. We can hear them, see them. It really is interesting because then we realize that death doesn't separate us.
No. Separation is an illusion. We are all part of the oneness of all that is. We're all connected. It just means that that person's journey in the human body has come to a place where they're ready for another adventure. They're ready to move on. And by moving on, they don't forget any of us that loved them, that cared for them in that human experience. They just relate to us in a different way now.
Well, and it's such a good reminder too that there is life after life. Souls grow, they continue to live, they continue to exist, they continue to learn and grow. It's just in a different realm. So take a look here in your heart chakra. Do you see something there for you? And ask for it to be revealed. Walk around it, look at it, touch it. What is it? Teri, I'm looking at a silver cross. I just think this is a day of receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Receiving gifts, receiving love. And it's going to come in any form that touches you. Teri, are you seeing a gift in your heart chakra?
I'm seeing a heart symbol, and it's glimmering, but it feels like it's alive with energy. And it represents all of our hearts, everyone who's feeling compassion right now. We're all one. So that heart symbol is recognizing that. It's helping us all to see that we're not alone as we go through questions, and we go through grief, and we go through celebrations. All of it is encompassed together in the oneness. So I love my heart symbol. I'm going to hold that in front of me all day long.
It doesn't matter if you were doing this with us live or if you were watching this later. Whenever you do that, whenever you do this meditation and go into your heart chakra, there'll be something there for you. Just take the time to see what it is.
And don't try to force it. When you open up your heart, just allow. Don't go in with any expectation. Just see what shows up for you. When we connect in with spirit, miracles happen. And those miracles are not something that we can force. Just let your brain relax, let your mind relax, and just welcome whatever comes to you. It may not make sense, and this is something I've come to realize in working with the angels. Sometimes they show an object, and we're really not sure what that represents until we just allow it to unfold in our minds. So whatever comes for you, just sit back and breathe and relax into the energy of it.
So I just saw Christ walk into the room, walk into the heart chakra, and he was carrying the earth. And it's a gift. And it was like, I'm giving you the earth, I'm giving you the world. And so as I was feeling into that, I think it is, I'm giving you the world from a different perspective. That when we come to look at the world from a place of walking with spirit, we see things differently.
Ruth, I would almost think that you had read my blog from last
night. Oh, is that right?
The quote that the angels led me to is, "What you are is God's gift to you. What you become is your gift to God." We have this gift. It's freely given. The energy behind it, like the vision that you had of Christ holding the earth, that is our gift. Our bodies are our gift. What are we going to do with them? And we do have many choices in these lives, but our choice right now is to choose love, to go in our heart center and to choose to love no matter what.
Wow, Teri, when you were saying that, the energy just went.
Love is powerful.
So calm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like for us all to just breathe love out into the world. It's what's needed right now. Just holding every person that's alive on our planet. Just sending forth an energy of love to each one and to all the animals, to all of nature, Just let that be the pervasive energy today. Whatever's going on in any individual life, let them receive. Ruth, you said this was all about receiving today. And as we give, we do receive back. So encourage all of us to send love from our heart to each other today.
What I'm seeing is like a blanket of love. So as you think of someone that you're sending love to, tuck them in with the blanket. But the love that they're showing us today has such a rich, healing, nurturing component to it. And I'm reminded of the families in Texas that lost their children or lost their sister or spouse who was a teacher at the elementary school, and just sending so much love to them, as well as, other areas of the world where there's continuing chaos. Just sending that blanket of love. If there's someone that you are unhappy with, uncomfortable with, tuck them in with this blanket of love and see if that doesn't help shift how you're thinking or feeling about them. Just remember, every one of us is really just in spirit form. And if you can see folks as spirit and send them that love, tuck them in spirit form, sending love. See if that doesn't shift things for you in your relationship with them. Teri, how's that feeling for you?
I just had a vision of all of these locked doors. They were like prison doors. And I just saw keys going into each keyhole, unlocking, opening up the energy. Because when we're out of our hearts, we're thinking with our heads, and sometimes we can put ourselves in that prison of fear, of judgment, criticism, worry. But when we go back into our hearts, like we've encouraged you all of us, including Ruth and I, when we go back into our hearts, that is the key that unlocks that door. It's our natural state of being, is to be pure, unconditional love, to not hold any energy of grudges or discord or disharmony. We come from pure love when we come into this existence. And when we go back into our hearts, it's like coming home. And it is a freedom. And that's what I felt, was that freedom, that release of anything that I'm holding on to. And Ruth, as you were saying that, to to just send love and envision that person that, we may have had a falling out with, we may have had a distance, a difference of opinion, to just wrap them in love. Love is the energy that's going to heal whatever the situation is. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you for guiding us to that place of loving everybody, not selecting, not saying, oh, I love you, but I don't have enough to give to this person. We have enough love for everyone.
Let's just see if there's anything else they want to share with us today. So there's a part 2 of that, not only wrapping that person in love, but then reaching out and doing a little something that looks like an olive branch. That causes us to be even braver, because it's one thing to just anonymously send love to someone, but it's a whole other thing to take that step and be seen as coming forward with an olive branch.
Ruth, I think one thing that we've been shown very clearly this week is how precious life is and how we have no guarantees. There may not be another day to talk to that person, to say, you know what, I just love you. And you don't need an explanation when you send those words of love. So take the time while you have the time and while you have that person available and say, I just love you.
Yeah, that's a beautiful reminder, Teri. Thank you. What we're being asked to do is to think of one relationship that you can make just a little bit better today. What one step can you take to open that door, to allow someone in, or for you to enter into their world and make their world a little bit better today? But what I'm hearing is that we're being asked to think of one person that you can better your relationship with them today, and to do it. Can you imagine, Teri, if everybody in the world improved one relationship today?
Yeah.
The ripple effect of that?
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
Okay, and Teri, I'm getting the signal that that's what they were wanting us to see today.
Yes. And just a reminder, if you do reach out to someone, do it without any expectation of what's going to happen. Just do it from your heart. That's the gift. Just give love from your heart. And it doesn't matter what happens on the other end. You've opened that door and you've sent love. And that's what we've been asked to do today. It's a day of love.
Giving and receiving it. Yeah, lovely. All right. Well, thanks, friends. So meditation excavation, it is always so interesting and eye-opening. And I love how Spirit always comes forward with a message for us.
I do too. I love our Wednesdays together. Thank you, Ruth. And thank you, everyone who tuned in today, whether you're here with us live or you're listening later on. And we do play this again. So at 10 o'clock Eastern time, you have an opportunity to listen again or to invite someone to listen to it, to share it with others.
Thanks, Teri. So friends here at Enlightened World Network, thank you so much for being here with us today. So much love to each and every one of you. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone.